I'm going to show you the Pathways block paving module. To start my pricing, I need to enter the information here in the red cells at the top of the screen. The total length of my pathway is 15 linear metres. The width of my pathway is 0.8 linear metres. The programme has calculated the length of the edging for me. It's based it on the pathway length I entered. It's doubled this number to calculate the edging going down each side of my path. This isn't a yellow cell, so if this was not right for you, you can change it. Now I need to enter the excavation depth. This is 0.3 linear metres. My sub-base depth is 0.2 linear metres, and the depth of my blinding is 50 mil, so I enter 0.05 linear metres. Again, the module has used these three numbers to calculate my finished surface depth as 0.05 linear metres, or 50 mil. If you wanted to change this, you can by entering the finished depth you require here in the yellow cell. The excavation for my path has been calculated. I can see I will need the excavator for 1 day, and that will take just under 3 hours. If I click on the question mark, I can see the hours that have been allowed to excavate every cubic metre. This is set quite high, to allow for the fact that the pathway excavation is more time-consuming, as unlike the excavation of a foundation, large volumes of soil will not be removed, so more care will need to be taken. I will leave this set as it is. I'll now click on the question mark for my sub-base. I can see that the sub-base depth of 0.2 that I entered at the start is here. On the pricing sheet I can see that I will need 3.5 tonne of hogging, and that it will take just over 4 hours to do my sub-base. I'm going to need a compactor for a day, and 1 hour has been allowed to do the compacting. This is highlighted in yellow, so you can change this if you judge it will need more or less hours. My matting for this path has been worked out. I would need 1 roll, and it would take just under 1.5 hours to lay. I won't be using matting, so I will untick the box, and the matting is removed from my costings. My blinding has been calculated. I will need 1 tonne of plastering sand for this. I can also see I need to allow just under 16 hours for my concrete edging. The lean mix for my concrete edging is all worked out. If I click on the question mark, I can see how this has been calculated. If I want to alter any of the dimensions, I can use the self-explanatory diagram to enter the measurements I require. So the lean mix for my flaunching is completely accurate, with no guesswork. If concrete edging were not required, you can untick the concrete edgings and the lean mix for them. I'm going to need 2 bags of kiln-dried sand for my pathway. A mixer has been allowed, but I won't be using one of these, so I'll untick the box. I'll need 598 of the block pavers, and it will take just over a day to lay them. My waste disposal has been calculated. I'm going to need 2 3-yard skips. I'll just click on the question mark and change this to a 6-yard skip. I'll need 1 of these. The totals for my plant, materials, hours, labour and the overall total are shown here along the bottom. My block paving pathway is all worked out, just by entering 5 numbers, and I was able to adjust it to my exact needs quickly and easily. And all the details of the job were there for me to see straight away.